watching Rogers TV.
Welcome to Daytime Ottawa. I'm back, baby. We'll maybe talk a little Cuba. I had a great time, but let me tell you, don't go in the off season. Let's talk strawberries. Mom in the Know, Julie Finley, back on the show today, talking everything Foodland, Ontario, and it's strawberry season already?
It's literally, like, we're already 2 weeks in. You can go and pick your own. In fact, Megan and her friend went the other day. Big basket, and not one of them was like crushed, and I don't even know how many they ate. Which, by the way, at home you are allowed to try the strawberries as you're picking them. Yeah, you don't have to go and just like pick, and then leave.
We're talking a couple here and there.
And you don't have to come with baskets. They'll sell you the baskets.
Okay.
But if you do come with your basket, they'll just weigh it, and then when you leave, they'll just charge the price that it is. But I guess my tip at home is make sure you check the website before you go. But I mean, we have Shouldice right down the road across from the hospital. But all of the other berry farms have done fantastic jobs. They've got picnic areas. They've got like snacks and drinks, and you could spend the whole day doing it. Maybe not this week.
It's going to be a little hot. I feel like I didn't even leave Cuba. This is exactly what it was.
Brought it.
35 degrees every single day in Cuba.
I'm not sure how popular you're going to be now that you've let that out of the bag, that you brought the weather back.
I brought the weather back?
But all the same.
Stay safe out there.
Yes, and
seriously.
Why I chose all these recipes today is because there's very little cooking inside. You're going to barbecue, you're going to throw together salads, and again, I'll give some tips about strawberries along the way, but first, I wanted to give you a strawberry cheesecake shake.
A strawberry cheesecake shake.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, you have a sip, and I'm going to scooch over here, and I'm going to make it super simple.
Oh my God!
Is that not delicious?
So good. You just
the reason I made it ahead is because it needs ice cream, and I felt like my ability to get here with ice cream was not going to be great. So that's what it looks like.
All right.
You're really just going to get your blender. You're going to put a cup of strawberries in it. You're going to put I'm making a smaller version. On foodlandontario.ca, under TV recipes, you'll be able to find this cheesecake recipe, and it's for making 4 servings. So this is just one. So 1 cup, I've got a tablespoon and a half. It'd be 3 tablespoons for the bigger one.
Right.
I've got some lime juice.
So that was what, brown sugar?
No, that was graham crumbs.
Oh, that's the graham crumbs. Okay.
So you could do that. There's also chocolate graham crumbs you could throw in there. You can make it any way you want.
Nice.
And then you have cream cheese. So it's a 1/4 cup of cream cheese. It asks for half for the whole thing. You're going to put that in here. And I got the spreadable kind. Much easier to work with.
Yes.
But you know what? If your blender is super, then just get the other one. It's fine.
Okay.
And then what you're going to do is add some milk, which I just put over here. 1/4 cup of milk in there. And then you're going to add a cup of your ice cream. Okay. And that's it.
So just a vanilla?
Yeah, vanilla.
Vanilla ice cream?
I think I'd stick with vanilla. Vanilla would be the best bet for that. And you've got your strawberry cheesecake shake.
Before you go out grilling, mix up one of these, go outside with your delicious drink. You're ready to roll.
You're ready to go. Yeah, you could probably add some distillery rum in there. Oh, there's so many options. Okay, for breakfast or any time, I've got a strawberry bread pudding. Okay, good.
I love it.
Bread pudding.
Me too.
I know, me too. So what I've done ahead of time is I've really heated up evaporated milk, 1 cup of it, to a boil. And this is actually a microwavable recipe.
Oh, okay.
It converts to obviously stove, but you just be cooking that until it bubbles over. So I've got that. I'm literally going to add 4 eggs. I'm going to give you 2.
Whoa, easy now, girlfriend.
Sure if you're ready. Don't ever do it on the side, just in case. You're teaching
Almost caught you there. Almost caught you.
And what I've done ahead of time is I've made my bread stale. So I actually went cinnamon raisin bread because I love that too. Thank you.
Throw that in there.
And then I'm just going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to add a combination of cinnamon and nutmeg.
This is so good.
I know, it's so nice,
I can't stop drinking it.
I'm going to add, which is fantastic always, is pure maple syrup.
Oh.
1/2 cup of that.
Little sweetness in there.
I'm going to get you to stir that if you don't mind. it right unless you want to just keep, doing your thing.
I'm willing to help.
Thank you. Well, vacation sometimes changes people.
Perhaps I'm still on vacation is what you're in my mind, right?
So I will let you try one of these because this was today picked.
Really?
So your roadside stands, I've got shoal ice in my area, but everybody's neighborhood has someone different. They've got them on their stands. They've got small baskets, big baskets, great to bring to the cottage, great to bring as a hostess gift, all that. This is 3 cups. I'm just going to pour it here. And spread it over.
Just gonna wipe this off.
Thank you. My oven is at, no, I put it in the microwave actually for 11 minutes.
You're gonna microwave this, okay.
Yes, but let me just put a couple more pieces of bread on there. And then you are going to pour that on.
Pour this nice and
that
even.
Is it. And it's so delicious that John ate the one that I was supposed to bring. So I don't know.
John, what are you doing? This woman's got a job to do.
He just never knows when I'm working or when I'm just like hanging. I'm just always in the kitchen hanging out.
Husbands are like that, right? We don't ask any questions. We just go all in.
Exactly. It was Father's Day yesterday. Happy Father's Day.
Oh, thank you very much.
So he was allowed to do whatever he wanted. He might have thought I made it for him. So I kind of pretended I did.
A big thanks to my daughter Chloe, by the way, because we were at the cottage yesterday for Father's Day. Chloe had to work, so she was here in Ottawa. I come home and she's got a bouquet of flowers sitting there waiting for me and a beautiful note, Happy Father's Day, love Chloe. Yeah.
That is so
Isn't that nice?
Lovely. She's lovely.
And you know what? Guys like flowers, by the way.
Of course they do.
Yeah, but I think a lot of, people are like, it's
maybe
all
a
women.
testament to it. I was actually in Farm Boy today. They're pretty much out of flowers.
Really?
So, yeah, it could be the thing.
There you go.
Okay, do we have time for one quick one left?
I think so.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So this, I just put some pecans on there, but you can any nuts if you want almonds or anything else, or no nuts, that's fine.
Right.
When it comes out is delicious.
Nice.
Trust me, it's lovely.
Thanks a lot, John. I can't even taste test.
These, I'm going to make strawberry poppers. I have some cream cheese here. I've got a tablespoon of jalapeno peppers, so it is your hot jalapenos.
Seeds out or seeds in?
Whatever you'd like.
Okay.
Super hot with seeds in.
Yes.
It's okay with seeds out.
I leave a couple.
I do, actually. I love it. And never make that mistake. Always wash your hands after you deal with our local jalapenos because your eyes could burn for days.
Got a couple of friends with some horror stories with that.
Yeah.
I can't even share them.
No. Well, we could one day, maybe. No,
maybe.
Okay, maybe not.
Yeah,
okay, so I've also taken a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of, sorry if everybody can't see
rind?
It is lime rind. And then I've got some chili. Of course, add more or less chili or jalapenos.
Okay.
And then I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of parsley. What I love about this is all of the flavors melt together. The smell is delightful because you've got all that fresh.
Yeah.
I love fresh parsley.
Oh, fresh herbs and parsley. I mean, honestly, this is the time of year to do it, right? Even if you're living in a condo, an apartment, do you have a balcony? Even if you don't have a balcony, right? You can put it in the window if you got a nice window to throw in there.
Try it. I don't know how hot it is.
Oh boy. What are you doing to me here, Julie?
No, it's good. It smells good. Doesn't smell too hot. But really, this is actually fun for the kids. You're going to hull out the strawberries, and you can then chill in the fridge before you serve them, or you can do it right away.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, and then it just hardens it a bit more, but super easy to make. Super fun.
This is fantastic.
Okay, great.
Yeah. This is absolutely fantastic.
And all these are, you're not hot. We're going to have a hot week.
No, it's not too hot.
Anytime when you're, and also hot outside, you're just doing things that are going to be easy to make.
Well, we're going to talk about that after, right? Because we're going to tell you about how to get cooking on the barbecue so you don't have to get that oven and that stovetop going during this heat wave that we're having. We'll be back with Julie right after this. Don't go anywhere. This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Join us for Season 4 of Simply Cooking by Chef, Sunday nights at 8 o'clock, right here on Rogers TV.
For 25 years, you've been helping to make our roads safer by doing the right thing. You've been the designated driver, you've stayed over, called home, you've called a cab or a friend, and planned ahead. Let's keep doing the right thing. Support sober driving by getting yourself and your friends home safely.
Do the right thing.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
Welcome to Secondary Dwelling from Hell. There's a lot of things that need to be done for a secondary dwelling in Ontario. There's a lot of rules that were not followed here. This is hundreds of thousands of dollars to build a secondary dwelling. This was never inspected. Obviously, we know that no one inspected nothing here. You're going to want to tune into this series. It's going to teach you a lot. This one's going to be a fun one. I'm really excited. Let's get started.
Watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more, that's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
Welcome back to the show. We are back with Mom in the Know, Julie Finley. Recipes, of course, courtesy of foodlandontario.ca. You can find them all under TV recipes. We're back talking strawberries again with Julie. And this time we're getting outside and we're doing some barbecuing, right?
We are.
We're going to be preparing what?
We have so much meat that is local. We've got chicken, we've got beef. The shrimp is not local, but the strawberries.
Is not local. that is true.
And if it is, that could be a problem. Okay.
If someone tells you the shrimp is local, don't eat the shrimp.
Don't eat the shrimp. Yeah, that might have happened while you were away.
It's a good possibility.
Okay, so what I decided to do is a couple salads. So I've got a teriyaki steak and berry salad.
Nice.
That is over here. So teriyaki sauce. This is when you start to get ready for the summer and have particular things on hand.
Right.
Nice oils, nice salts. This Canal, I love this line. Sheila has it at Time and Again.
Oh, really?
It's
okay.
actually a women-owned business. They're from Montreal. They are fantastic.
Okay.
This is actually a spicy one. They've got all types. This one is fiery sea salt.
Fiery sea salt.
Fiery sea salt.
Okay, I like it.
So it's all about the dressings that we're going to make.
Yes.
So we've got teriyaki sauce. We've got 3 tablespoons. We also have, I'm going to make a little thing here so it gets it out. That's some oil, 2 tablespoons of oil.
Okay.
2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar.
All right.
We've got fresh ginger.
Oh,
We've got
love ginger.
1 tablespoon of it.
Okay.
Which is fantastic. And then we have honey. Always add your
nice.
honey's a great, again, local.
Best sweetener too.
Anywhere.
You're right. We have actually Ian Murphy, one of our colleagues here at Rogers TV. He makes his own honey.
Yes.
Brings it in for us.
They have it at Carlinwood. There's honey on the roof there too. So again, something
and
fun.
I think the Fairmont Chateau Laurier, don't they have honeybees too?
Yeah.
Right?
So it's fantastic. Great pollinators. This is actually Happy Pollinator Week.
Yeah. Happy Pollinator Week, everybody.
Week. Okay, so I'm going to get you to mix this.
You got
Just an easy, quick dressing. No, hardly any ingredients, but have them on hand for most of the summer. And I've already grilled some, and I've already basted a little bit of that. So I've got a combination of romaine and spinach.
Okay.
And I'm just going to put the steak on top.
Nice.
And then I'm going to put the berries on top.
Oh,
and
this
you
looks
are
so
going to pour.
good.
I know, and it smells so nice too. Sorry, I'm just going to use that there. You're just going to spread 2 cups of berries. And then you're going to toss it with the rest of your teriyaki sauce. So that teriyaki sauce I did brush on the beef, and at home,
that's
very
a great
easy
idea.
to grill beef. If you are a rule follower like me, I do that with barbecuing for some reason. Oh, I've got a little thing here because you don't want to waste.
Nice.
4 minutes aside for medium rare, and after that,
4 minutes aside.
4 minutes aside, medium rare. But
we're going to hold you to this.
Okay,
Julie
sure.
Finley.
I'm okay. Well, if
depends
you like
on
it
the
cooked
thickness
more.
too.
Yes.
Keep that in mind, right?
And also, if you like it medium rare or well done. So okay.
Gotcha.
I'm just
and
actually
go to your
learning how
local butcher. We've got great
I
local
know.
butchers around town.
And they'll
right?
tell you how to do it too.
Not only
Everyone's
that, and they'll give you the
fantastic.
thickness that you want, right? If you like a thicker steak, then they'll
Yes.
cut it for you there.
So the next one we have is a grilled chicken berry salad. But
Okay.
what's fantastic is this is pasta. Kids love pasta
Yes.
salad, I find.
And
Super easy.
affordable,
Yes,
right? Everyone's
very
looking
nice.
for affordability these days.
Exactly, and we're just going to pour in some olive oil.
Okay.
We've got some white wine vinegar. We've got some balsamic vinegar. We've got 2 cloves
fave.
of garlic.
All right.
We've got some Dijon mustard. And yes, you're going to do that. You know what? I
Yeah.
actually meant to have the top. So you could shake it, because really, all
yeah,
of
yeah.
these can be done so easily and
Right.
left in your. And I'm going to add some honey to that too.
Okay.
So there you go. You got some honey in there. Again, all these recipes, foodlandontario.ca. And of course, I'm just going to mix this up a little bit. And then it's starting to recognize what's in season. It's all
Right.
colorful. It's all bright. Green onions.
Yes.
Delicious.
Love 'em.
Very affordable to have
them in
them on
almost
hand.
all my
Yep,
salads.
just keep them in the crisper. I've done them diagonal. I've got some lovely basil, fresh basil.
Nice.
Half cup. Add more if you want. Peppers, love that too.
Yeah.
And you're going to pour that right in.
You got it.
And we're gonna mix it. And where did my berries go?
Oh,
They're
you
right
got some
here.
there, yeah.
There we go. I've got 2.5 cups of berries. So again, even if the little stem gets in, you can eat that too.
You can, actually.
You
It's not-
can, exactly. You can blend it.
Might be a little sour, but-
I'm gonna be. This is lunch for you guys.
Oh,
Love
nice.
making you lunch.
Take
to make
that,
sure.
John. Hey, you ate our dessert.
Oh yeah, exactly.
We get the salad.
So this is your pasta salad, super easy, and then we are going to add our chicken on top.
All right.
3 breasts of chicken to make sure you can serve 8 to 10 people.
Look at
And
that.
again, give it a little stir.
Amazing.
Again,
I see you've got
that.
shrimp and strawberries
Yes,
too. I
shrimp
guess
and
that's
strawberries.
a simple one, right?
That is super simple. Here is a dressing here, and what it is, again, blender, you're gonna put your strawberries in, you're gonna put
Okay.
a little bit of sugar, you're going to put, which is a tablespoon and a half, you're gonna put oil, you're gonna put red wine vinegar,
All
and you're
right.
gonna put mayonnaise.
Oh,
Mayonnaise.
mayo.
And again, get good mayonnaise. There's good
Yes.
mayonnaise out there. In fact, this one, I got the veganaise.
Oh,
Because
okay,
you never know
okay.
who wants
And it's
who wants
easier
what.
than you think to make your own
Oh, that's
homemade. Like there's a lot of
true.
recipes
Oh,
online
maybe
if
we
you
could
want to
come
find
on
some.
and do that.
But
Exactly.
That can be fun.
Okay, and then really what you're doing is you're making sure we're going to blend that up, and we're going to pretend it's
Okay.
blended. Ooh, here we go.
Wow, you even did the
Yeah.
sound effect. Very
You're
good.
really just going to spread that over leaf lettuce, put it into different bowls, and I just made 2 skewers, but it's shrimp and strawberries grilled.
Nice.
Super lovely, super easy. They fly out.
They're flying
They're
off the
flying.
shelves, folks.
And we've got some toasted almonds with a tiny bit of sugar, so just fry them until they're
Okay.
toasted, add a little bit of sugar, and it's candied. And then you're
Nice.
going to add your local goat's cheese on top. And then there is another super easy, super quick.
Super simple. What are we doing
Super
with the
simple.
mushrooms?
The mushrooms, we're going to, add that to the other side.
Oh, yeah, it's the steak.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
steak.
yeah.
I wondered why that looks
No,
so.
no,
Let's do mushrooms first.
Okay.
Combination of white button and cremini. But again, you'll see the Foodland sign. That's why I wear this,
Yes.
just to remind you. It's actually the packaging now all shows it. It's a stamp somewhere, or it's
the
right in
mushrooms
front.
are flying off
They
the
are
shelves.
flying, and then we've got again our green onions, and you've got
Nice.
yourself
Look at
another
that.
delightful salad.
Look at that.
I know, ready for
Julie
summer.
Finley, Mom in the Know, ladies and gentlemen. Foodlandontario.ca. Just click on TV recipes. You can get these recipes and all the recipes we've done, right?
Absolutely.
Over time
They're
on
there.
other shows as well. You can find them all there. We'll be back with more right after this.
This is a perfectly healthy child. What's unhealthy are birth alerts, a racist practice that may stop this Indigenous mother from going home with her newborn. Become an ally. Rise above racism in healthcare.
Heartbeat of Mother Earth, I feel you and embrace your warmth. I see you dancing through the trees. Your song floats on the summer breeze. Community, we come together. We are the voice of our ancestors. Thankful for how much you bless us. Feel the thunder in the drum. All our voices sing as one. Feel the power, feel the pride. Feel the drumbeat deep inside. Feel the boom, feel the bass. Let's let go of time and space. It'll make you dance, it'll make you sing. Ode Wegun, Wedok Wishin. The drum will lead you, take you far. Always remember who you are.
You're going to want to join us at Madaki Farm for the wonderful summer solstice happening June 21st to 23rd. You're going to meet incredible people, taste delicious food, listen to fantastic music, and meet friends like my friend Rihanna.
Hey, welcome back to the show. Switching gears, we are back with contractor Ryan. He was on last week on the show as well, and we brought him back this week because we want to talk tiling with you today, because it's one of those things that a lot of people maybe try to do it DIY and perhaps not very successfully. Welcome back, man.
Thanks.
Great to have you here.
Yeah, great to be here.
Yeah, I mean, there is a real skill to doing this. I mean, you know, I've done some of it myself, and I've learned along the way. But
yeah,
when you're tiling, like, let's talk about the planning process first and foremost. Yeah. What do you do before you even start anything?
So for this little demo that we're going to talk about today, we have to assume that our walls are plumb, right?
Okay.
Right? And that we have a nice level, say, tub to deal with if we're tiling from a tub, right? We're going to tile this here today and play around with it.
Okay.
But the first thing you want to make sure is that those two things are proper, right? If you have a tub that's crooked, you can't tile that away. I mean, you can get away with a little bit, but you're making your grout lines bigger to get away with it. We don't want that.
Yeah.
So in all cases, on everything that we're tiling, we have to assume that it is both plumb and level. And if it is not, go back to step one.
Okay.
Because, you know, garbage in, garbage out.
Right, right. Selecting tile. I mean, there's a ton on the market now. Is there anything in particular that you like working with as far as material goes?
Yeah. Now this is why, and I wanted to talk about this big tile here, and maybe they can go down with the camera. This is a 12 by 24 tile.
Right.
Super common. A lot of people choose a tile like that. But the problem with a tile like that is it really goes well stacked. And what stacked means is basically kind of what it sounds like that, right? Like two tiles on top of each other.
Right.
I don't know if they can see that or not, right?
Yeah.
So if you do an offset with a tile like this, you can end up with lippage here, because as the tiles dry, as they're made, they bow.
Really?
Yeah. So the higher the quality, the more of an offset you can do to avoid that. So if you do a cheap tile, right, then you're not going to want to offset it.
You want to stack it.
You'd want to stack it, unless you're okay with the lippage, which I don't know people.
I doubt people will be okay with that or would want to be.
Yeah, so one of the things that I do is when my clients are picking out the tiles, I'll put them on a nice flat surface and I'll slide them apart from each other, and they'll be able to feel that lippage.
Okay.
And I'm like, you can feel it here.
Interesting.
Just wait.
Yeah. And then other materials. You're doing. You brought, of course.
I brought an array of stuff.
Yes.
Array of stuff, and we're going to do some tiling, you and me.
Okay.
Okay. So first off, we have to pick the right trowel that we're going to use for the application. There's 3 different grooves here, right? This would be, I think, an eighth. This would be a quarter. No, this would be a quarter, and this would be a half.
Okay.
Okay. I don't have them in order, but I can see this one I use the most.
Yes. That's for a bigger tile?
Yeah.
Is that the idea?
It's for bigger tile, but sometimes if you're tiling something like a basement floor that has a bit of inconsistency in it, if you go with a thicker tile like this, you can kind of get away with it because you can float your tile up.
I see.
Right?
Okay.
So you use a thicker one, right? But this one here would be for doing a membrane, like I put on this membrane last week. We troweled that on with something like this.
Okay.
So it has very little. So that the smaller the grooves, the less products on there.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Make sense?
Yeah. So let's tile.
Wait, there's 2 more tiles.
Oh, there's 2 more. Sorry.
So
okay.
then we have the shower floor tile.
Yeah.
Right? This is something you would see in a shower floor, but see how loose that is?
Yeah.
Right? But this is a high quality one because if you rub your hand along it, it's nice and smooth. There's no lippage.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a very thick tile.
Yeah.
This would be your backsplash tile.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's a ton of lippage in this. It's lower quality. The grout lines aren't the same, and sometimes you actually have to pick off a tile and put it in just perfect. More work. That's why backsplashes are so expensive.
Because of the way you have to make them.
Yeah, you're playing around with them, you're cutting. But let's tile the 12 by 24 tile.
Okay. All right.
So we are going to grab our mortar, which is behind our little wall, right?
You want me to bring it forward, or what do you want?
You can do. The first thing that we're going to need to do when we tile, this is going to be fun. You got the margin trowel? Let's put some on there.
Oh, I just
put some right on there.
I'm going to plop some on here. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to tile this now with this 1/4 inch, which is probably not what I would use, but we have a small space here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spread it out, kind of like this, and I'm going to drag that in kind of like that, right? And I'm going to kind of get it in the corner. This is really hard, actually, okay?
Yeah.
But you see how my lines are straight?
Yes.
That's what you want.
Okay.
You don't want this kind of action, right? The curvy action. Although it feels cool to be troweling.
It does feel cool.
Yeah, it feels
for
cool.
sure.
What happens is you end up with air gaps. So what you want is a nice tile like that.
Okay.
So now what we need to do is back butter this tile.
We got to do the back
butter the tile. So we're going to put some mortar on the tile.
Right.
Okay.
There we go.
And then we're going to take our trowel and we're going to smooth this out. This preps kind of the tile to accept being mortared down. Add a little bit of moisture.
Okay.
We're going to need some more.
Yeah.
This is.
I love doing this.
Do you?
This is like my favorite thing.
Now this
when it comes to tiling.
Like back buttering or mortaring?
Yeah, the back butter. Yeah.
This is so important, and people just don't do it, and I don't understand why. You know, I don't get it. They skip this step.
Really?
Yeah.
So they would just put it right onto this.
Boom. Yeah. Barely sticks.
So what happened? So that's the issue. It doesn't stick very well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we're going to take this tile. I'm going to flip it over without dropping it.
Okay. We'll see.
Now, obviously, I'm not 100% prepped there.
We
didn't do the whole thing.
Enough, of
but
course,
we're going to take this tile. We're going to put it down, and we're going to smooth it in. Now let's do a coverage check. Let's pop that tile up with the margin trowel. What'd you do with the margin? Oh, there you go. Grab the margin trowel.
Okay.
Let's pop that tile up.
Just gonna.
There we go. It grabbed good, eh?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
So what kind of coverage did we get? We see we got pretty good coverage here.
Yeah.
But there's no coverage here because there was no mortar down there, right?
Right.
But this is what you want. So, because you can see here, look how that's all.
Yeah. This is good.
That's all good. So we're gonna put that back down. Smear it in. Okay, that tile's laid.
Right.
Now we gotta do another one.
We got a minute left.
We got a minute left?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about these little
Spacing.
clips. Spacing. Those are the clips. Throw some mortar on there real quick.
Okay. All right.
Give her. I'm going to back butter this bad boy.
Okay.
There we go. I'm going to mortar this. Here we go. This is so much fun.
It is. I love doing this.
Do you want to come with me and we could do like a whole house? What do you think?
Dude, I would absolutely want to do a whole house with you.
Okay.
No, just to learn, right?
Yeah. So let's pretend I back buttered this bad boy. Okay, and I'm going to plop this down. I put a little on there.
Yeah.
But these little clips that they just sell, which are absolutely awesome. So
it
I
gives
just
you
threw
the
that
perfect
down.
spacing each
Gives
and every
you the
time.
perfect spacing,
right?
but it gives you more than that. So there's the lippage, right? I just threw it down. I didn't even think about it. So now I'm going to put this in there. Put this in there. I'm going to do this, and that's going to level my tiles.
There you go. He'll be back another day. Maybe we'll continue this conversation.
After a night out with your friends, not having a plan for a safe ride home can leave you in a bad spot. You could end up riding in a police car, an ambulance, or a hearse. These unplanned modes of transportation can be a costly choice and do not take you home. Your plan could include a designated driver, a taxi, or public transit. Drink responsibly, choose your ride, and have a plan for a safe ride home.
Visit arrivealive.org to find out more.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
Join us for the new season of Ottawa Storytellers, right here on Rogers TV.
Clubs, leagues, and courts in every province and territory across Canada, squash is the sport for wall-to-wall fun, fitness, and friendship. From coast to coast to coast. Learn to play and you'll want to do it every day. Squash. Play inside the box.
Watch Podium exclusively on Rogers TV.
Welcome back to the show. We are back talking art, and I love the idea of this art fair because it is put on by artists, and it is such a unique experience for everybody that comes. Not only do you get to meet the artists, but you get to find some incredible local and affordable art. Here to tell us more about it is Ross Rayom. He is with the Sweetly Affordable Art Fair, participant, organizer, one of the organizers as well. Welcome. Great to have you here. It's been a while.
It's
been a while since last time. Let's talk about the importance of that, because I think, you know, when it comes to supporting local, we always talk about, you know, local food and, you know, restaurants and so forth, but supporting local artists, being an artist, you know, Ross, it can be very challenging.
It is
right?
very challenging. And I mean, there's many different ways to support local artists. I mean, obviously you can buy art from them, but even just coming to the fair or the festival is a form of supporting.
Right.
So artists really want interaction. I mean, everybody wants to sell, of course.
Yeah.
But the fact is you want to meet people and talk about your stuff. So one way to support it, separate from buying, which of course is great, is just to come to the fair, enjoy the day, talk to the artist. That feedback's really important, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. So how did you get involved with this particular art fair?
Well, as you know, I do various art festivals, Art in the Park, the recent one, but we started working with another group of artist-run organization that does noir and Sweetly Affordable to try to, you know, share resources, share promotional campaigns. So I got to meet the person that ran it, wonderful Andrea.
Yeah.
And so this opportunity came up to sort of, you know, give her a hand as well as participate.
The uniqueness in this, you talked about that. You get to meet the artist.
Yes.
This is one of the wonderful things about it. What sort of, I mean, we're looking at some of the different styles, but what kind of mediums are we going to see at the fair?
All we have here mostly is paintings, but we also have jewelry. So we have pottery, we have wood turning, so pretty much a lot of artisanry. So it's not just paintings. All we've got today to show is paintings, but there's a lot of other stuff, all of it being in these, you know, affordable range.
Yeah, we're just seeing some of the footage from last year's show, and it just shows you how diverse it was, right? It's absolutely unbelievable. Like, do we know approximately how many artists are in?
There's 125.
125?
Yes.
Holy jeez.
Yeah, so, and it covers
the growth
everything.
Is amazing.
So, and the idea is to keep the price point in general below $1,000.
Okay.
You know, down to, you know, but there will be stuff, you know, up to that. But the idea is more that it's in that pocket from 50, say, to 1,000. So for gift giving, buying stuff for Christmas, and a lot of cases, I think you and I talked about earlier, people just don't have the wall space they used to have.
Right.
So the idea of this is, I mean, I mostly could collect small art myself because I don't even know where to put it.
Right. Yeah.
So actually so it hits two things with one. It hits the fact that it's more affordable, but it's also that there's a lot of small pieces, which is sort of what's driving a lot of the market right now, actually.
Yeah, no, it makes complete sense, right? People, apartment dwellers, right? People that are buying condos or in the smaller homes, tiny homes,
I mean, I
things
even
like
have
that,
something
right?
I bought in Paris. These two little $2 prints the guy was drawing on the street of Paris. When I was there, we bought two, my wife and I. It's in a prominent place. I see them every day, and I think about Paris.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not about the amount of money I spent. I got something that had meaning to me that I look at.
That's the nice thing, right? Because art can invoke a memory, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, you were in Paris, but, you know, even if you go to an art fair like this one and you see something, it may invoke a memory from your childhood or from
maybe your
travel.
kids or your husband, or maybe it's a nice day because, I mean, the park it's beautiful. It's a horse Forest Park.
Yeah.
So there's music, there's food. It's a beautiful day. Kids and dogs are welcome. It's free. So it's a nice experience. Generally, it's a nice experience.
Why was it important for it to be artist run? I just, from your perspective as an artist, was there struggles before other people putting on?
Sure. I mean, I think I initially got into it. I did one with someone, and I was complaining, as artists tend to do. And we were complaining, and one of the person turned to me and said, "Why don't you run it then, if you're so smart?"
Right.
And I was like,
Wait a minute.
Put your money where your mouth is. But a part of it is just that artists, there's things, we understand what it is that we want.
Right.
Whereas someone that's doing it to make money, they're doing it to make money. Not that there's anything wrong with that,
no,
but their priority is going to be on making money. Whereas an artist, I know what I want to see is turnout.
Right.
If I don't sell, but there's a lot of people came, it's still a good experience for me.
Right, and then there you have the knowledge that people are interested.
Exactly.
People do
and what kind of setup? How much setup do you need? How much should it cost? What are the things you do logistically to make it so the artist can just show up? And all the logistics are taken care of.
Right.
That's really important. So that's why artists run shows. Artists like them because of that. We're sensitive to what they're looking for, and also we're very aware that the public has to have a good experience too.
Ross, is there a possibility some of the artists may be actually painting or working on any pieces while they're there?
Generally not, but some people do. But I found myself at too much of a distraction.
Right. Right.
And I'm really slow.
It's a bit more, and it's not like an artist tour where I can come into your space and you're ready to.
That's different. And
I gotcha.
So I just found I couldn't focus. And I'm very slow. So people, you're still working on that. I was here yesterday.
Oh, well, your art, I've seen it. It's incredible.
I don't work
Are
fast.
any of these your pieces?
I just have one little piece here that I did of Paris, speaking of Paris. And then a couple here. I think my brother's got a couple over here.
Oh, your brother's an artist as well?
Yes, he is. Younger brother,
okay,
right?
Cool.
He claims that, he took my ideas and bettered them.
That's what brothers are for.
That's what he does.
Yeah,
right? I'm like, no,
exactly.
you ripped me off. No, he does historically based themes, very similar to, so these actually I bought from him. They're really quite cute. These are the kind of things that, you can just take it home and hang.
Yeah.
And they might end up in a more prominent place than the big piece that's in the dining room, which no one ever sees.
Right, yeah, because they're distracted by the fireplace and the television.
Exactly. So there's lots of little spots in your house where a piece of, kitchens, bathrooms, where you can put something.
Rooms.
You actually see it more, weirdly, than in the prominent showplace.
You mentioned music. So Sunday we've got some music. Some music going to be playing, and there's a horse competition.
Yes, there's a horse competition as well. It's quite a big facility, but anyone comes there, they can wander around the gardens. It's nice, beautiful rolling hills.
Yeah, it's a beautiful spot. This is a great spot for it. Everyone at home, Sweetly Affordable Art Fair. That's coming up this weekend, June 22nd, 23rd, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. both Saturday and Sunday. Wesley Clover Parks, as Ross just said, it's a beautiful setting to go and see some absolutely incredible art. That's located at 401 Corkstown Road, just there on the outskirts of Canada. We'll be back with more right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Here are 3 reasons why your social strategies should include Rogers TV. Reason number 1 is we have hyper-local audiences. The community TV channel gives you a chance to engage with people where you live, so you really get to know your neighbors and they get to know you. Reason number 2 is we can help diversify your distribution. With social media, it's really important to be able to have a wider audience, and Rogers TV can actually help complement your online presence by delivering to a different audience. And it's actually really easy to repurpose enhance your existing content or to just create new material specifically tailored for community TV. And finally, reason number 3 is we can help enhance your credibility and your trust. And by aligning your brand with Rogers TV, you can tap into that trust that viewers have. This can boost your reputation, especially among viewers who favor local businesses and value community involvement. 1, 2, 3. It's that easy to build your local audience with Rogers TV.
Hi, I'm Sam LaPrade, host of Ottawa Business Matters. We're going to gather here every single week and speak about business here in the capital. We're going to inspire, influence, and inform.
Join us for season 4 of Simply Cooking by Chef, Sunday nights at 8 o'clock, right here on Rogers TV.
Welcome back to the show. Well, I am one of the 89%. I will admit it. 89% of Canadians say they have experienced some kind of stress when they travel. Probably more surprising statistic is 40% say that it has actually stopped them from traveling because there is a lot of stress involved. But here to help us decrease some of that stress so that we can enjoy our summer vacations, Andriana Gonco joins me. She is the host of the Juggle is Real podcast. Welcome back. Great to have you here.
Hi, Derek. We have to change that stat, I think.
Yes,
we're gonna lower that 40%. We're going to take some stress out. We're going to stress less for our summer holidays.
Oh, I like that. And you know, because you and I were just talking off camera. My kids are older. It's easier to travel with them now, but you have 3 young boys. Mm-hmm. You've gone through this personally, right?
Yes. Sometimes at the moment I'm thinking, oh my, what did we get ourselves into? But I have some products, some things that are going to make it easier, some mindset hacks to take some of that stress away. So let's get into it.
All right, yeah, because the planning phase, the first thing we think about is packing. Let's talk about packing and how we can relieve some stress at home for our viewers.
That's right. So, like you said, I've got 3 boys. When we go somewhere, I pack for myself and I pack for the kids.
Right.
My husband has his little duffel bag and I got everybody else, okay?
Right.
So we want to make it easier. Let's start with some luggage. I brought today with me the Bugatti Tokyo carry-on luggage. I love this color. It's a beautiful blue. They have other colors as well, but it's made of this 100% ABS material. That means it's durable, it's rugged, and it can withstand life with 3 boys.
Right.
Also great is the size. It is compact. You can fit a lot in it, but it's great, especially, when you're in the airport, is wonderful as a carry-on.
Right.
But also when you're trying to get a lot in your vehicle, when you're stacking up the trunk or getting the back of the minivan filled up for a trip, you can fit a lot in this Bugatti Tokyo carry-on.
And you can actually carry this on. So this is the right size?
This is
you can get away with this?
Proper carry-on size. And I will say that it does have an extender zipper, so if you want 20% more, you can get that in there.
Okay.
Inside, we're going to see in just a minute, it's got the beautiful interior. It's got all of the clips and the zippers and everything that you need so that you can extend it. You can fit everything you need in it. And we also have the packing cubes to go. But for this Tokyo carry-on luggage, you can get it at BugattiCollections.com.
Very nice. All right, well, can I open this up? I want to have a look inside here.
Let's take a peek.
Okay.
Let's open it up. And what you're seeing on camera is those packing cubes.
Okay.
Now, this is a 3-piece collection, a 3-piece packing cube set, and it really is such a lifesaver because we've got 3 different sizes. But let me just point out a couple things. So we've got this beautiful mesh panel.
Yeah.
That means you can actually see what's inside. The lovely zipper. It's made with this lightweight material, and it's got the handle. So when you are packing, and I will just get you to put that in there.
Sure, yeah.
You're going to be able to fit so much more in the packing cube. It squeezes in, it gets everything in nice and snug, so whether you're a folder, you're a roller, whatever you like to do, you're getting it all in there.
This is great.
And what I really love too, and I keep mentioning my boys, life can sometimes be chaotic. Once you get to your destination, you open up the suitcase and everything starts flying around. This is going to keep things organized, neat, and tidy.
Right.
And a little travel hack that I like to incorporate is that once we arrive, we actually put the clothing in the drawers and in the closets.
Smart.
Then we use the Bugatti packing cubes as our laundry. So we're going to put in the dirty stuff. Once we get home, all we have to do is pop it in the wash.
Smart.
It then fits in your luggage, and you're good to go. So Bugatti collections for all of that.
We're ready.
We're packed. We're good to go.
But now what do I do? Now I'm at the airport or I'm on the plane, and how do I keep my kids occupied?
Exactly. And now we've got to get there, right? We've got to get there.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, most of us for our summer travels, we're going to be in the road. We're going to be having some wonderful road trips. And so we want to take some of that stress out. We don't want to hear, are we there yet, for the 900th time in the first 10 minutes we're on the road.
It never stops, right? Like that started back in, I don't know, the early 1900s probably. Kids going, are we there yet? You know, horse and buggy, are we there yet? Yeah,
exactly. So a couple things that we like to do. One, we try to limit devices. We try to limit the screens. If we are going to use them, which of course it can be a lifesaver as well, the longer term version. So watching a movie versus like YouTube shorts, for instance. We also like to make these really cute travel kits. And let me tell you, this only takes a few extra minutes. You can round up some of the things in your home. These are reusable totes. So once everything is packed in, the fidgets are great. They can use use their hands for that. Of course, snacks.
Yes.
What kind of travel? And then whatever else they're into, little things. And these that you see here, these are LCD screens. You can get these on Amazon. I think they're $10. So games like tic-tac-toe or SOS is really great. Have the lid so that once everything is put in, it's concealed once your travel's over, and then you can use this.
I love the look you gave me there. Have a lid so it's not all over the place,
I've been through it, and this can kind of be like a laptop table, so you can use this all. And one other thing I like to do is kind of just make sure that we're in our minds, we're thinking of the traveling portion as part of the holiday, not once we get there. So we're on holidays. The minute we get into the car, we're in the mindset, maybe we're going to take a couple extra stops. We're going to plan a picnic. We're going to have a scavenger hunt from the car. So, you know, to see a yellow car or to see a cool cloud or something to make it an adventure, something to make it interesting.
Just brought back great memories. My parents used to, you know, we'd just drive to Florida, and that's the exact kind of games that we would play. I mean, because that's like a 2-day drive, right? All the way. Final tips for families out there that are traveling this summer.
Yeah, final tip, just kind of a mindset tip, if you will. And it really, there's a lot of planning, there's a lot that goes into it, there's a lot of stress that can be found. But with the proper mindset, I think we can alleviate a lot of it. And the key here is really to be flexible versus rigid. So yes, we have plans, we have an itinerary, but the more we can roll with the punches, maybe there's going to be a few bumps in the road. When you have that family mantra of, you know, everything's going to work out. Or we can use some improv and we can yes and it, right? So yes, we're in traffic, and that allows us to play our favorite song and have a dance party in the car. Or yes, there's a delay, and we're going to find that silver lining, that spark that's going to allow for that growth mindset. It really speaks to the kids and the moods that everyone's in, makes it feel a lot easier.
Do you plan with the kids? Like even before you go on vacation, like are they part of the planning process? Do you incorporate them into that?
We like to ask them, you know, what would you like to do, you know? And of course, you know, Disney World comes up, but what can we do to make it fun? And
maybe give them choices. Okay, we can do this, this, or this, because maybe you're not going to Disney World, and that could make it difficult. Andriana, thank you so much. Always a pleasure.
Happy summer travels.
Thank you. Andriana.com, by the way, to find out more information, and she has a great Instagram page. Follow her on Instagram. We'll be back with more Daytime right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more, that's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
I did it. I need it.
A hero gave it.
And I am alive.
As an organ donor, you can save up to 8 lives and enhance the lives of 75 others. Please go to our website. Pledge a gift of life. You'll be glad you did.
You're going to want to join us at Medaki Farm for the wonderful summer solstice happening June 21st to 23rd. You're going to meet incredible people, taste delicious food, listen to fantastic music, and meet friends like my friend Rihanna.
Welcome back to the show. If you're looking for a show, by the way, that's got variety, this is the show for you. I mean, look at everything we've talked about so far. Now we are talking about furniture, but I'm talking about more about updated, unique pieces that become an investment that you will have for life. Ken McKay is the COO of Updated Furniture. Welcome back, Ken. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
And I want to start with that because, you know, what's the first thing I said to you is I turned to you and I said, listen, I gotta replace my sectional sofa because I bought, you know, from a local, not a local business, one of the big box stores, right?
Yep.
And the springs are coming through and so forth.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think if you do design your own furniture and get someone to make it, it's too expensive. Let's talk about the affordability factor here to start, Ken.
That's huge because a lot of people, that's the first thing you would think, oh, custom piece of furniture, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But when you're walking into a store these days, you're taking a look, I mean, everything's really expensive as it is. I mean, you're buying $5,000 sofas anyway, when you could actually have one made custom to what you want, your design. You know, we've been doing it now. We figured out how to bring that price down. We use CNC machines to cut frames.
Okay.
And they're put together really quick and easy, such as like, you know, an ottoman like this that we make. You know, but it's now the price point of manufacturing local is brought down so that it actually matches what you're buying anyway at any store with a nicer, higher end piece anyway.
Let's talk about this ottoman because you sent along some video to show us how you created this. This is absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to ask them in the control room to roll that video and just tell us a little bit about, you know, first of all, the style of this ottoman. It's a beautiful style. Is this something that you came up with yourself or was this for a client?
You know, some people call this a kidney shape ottoman. You know, this is our specific design, our specific shape that we've come up with. But then again, like anything can be made.
Right.
You know, we get people coming in with the drawings on napkins still.
Is this the machine you were talking about?
So this is a CNC machine that cuts all our frames out. So we have this absolute, like just a precision cut, precision manufactured. We can guarantee this for life. It won't break. It will not ever break on you. And if it does, we'll replace it. Because we're building them, as you see, you know, this solid frame that's being put up here for such a small piece.
Right.
They're not too heavy, but they have the weight to them. You know, it's all about, you know, getting what you want these days.
Right.
You know, you're walking into a big box store and you get what you see on the floor. That's it.
You can't really customize. They may have it in different colors, but the fabric is the fabric, and
that's right.
There's the three or four colors to choose
That's
from.
right. You have your choose. You know, some companies now are starting to allow more of a selection in fabric and style. And of course, you know, we always like to tell everybody, try to avoid buying furniture online.
Yes.
That's a huge, huge mistake everybody makes. At least I haven't come across anybody that's you know, liked what they got.
Really?
You know, and you're still paying big bucks for this stuff.
Because you want to feel it, I guess, right? You want to sit on it. You want to feel the fabric. You want to make sure. I mean, it's like anything. Like people even buying clothing online. I quite frankly, I don't get why you'd want to do that because, you know, you want to make sure that you're getting quality stuff, right?
Well, I have a funny feeling that the online, you know, the purchasing of stuff like that might actually not exist in the future the way we think it might.
And then if you buy a sort of a custom piece that is good for life, you know, one of your philosophies too, Ken, is, you know, you don't want to see things going in the landfill, right?
No, a matter of fact, this is part of our huge project that we want to make sure nothing we make ever hits landfill. We're going to be part of what's called a furniture waste diversion program, which is going to allow people to register certain pieces for value. What happens right now, I mean, if anything happens to your home, a fire, anything, and furniture gets damaged and you had nice pieces, there's really no way to prove you even had it.
Right.
You know, so stuff like that, we're trying to create programs that, you know, have this sustainability within the furniture that you can't throw it out. So what we do is we're going to be developing like a cricket code. You print it out, you staple it onto your piece. Now that piece, now you have made an agreement that says you will guarantee it won't go to landfill. If you take a picture of the cricket code, it'll open up a page that says refinish it, reupholster it, donate it, or sell it.
Right.
So there'll be a nice place for it. But I mean, it's about creating this new, you know, type of business that people can use, you know, and not be afraid to use.
Somebody's looking for a piece and they want to sit down and design. What's the process? Like, what should they be thinking about?
Like I said, we have everybody from an architect, from a designer coming in with real drawings, to people coming in with drawings on a napkin, to showing us a magazine picture, saying, can you make this? Well, of course we can. We can just about make anything. Right. Especially as long as it's soft seating, I should say. You know, and you know, we're happy that we're able to do this now finally, because we've been for a decade plus trying to figure out how do we manufacture furniture locally at a good price point.
Right.
You know, now obviously with everything going on overseas, shipping has become super expensive and or even non-existent in some circumstances. So now we can start to guarantee people good high quality furniture at a good price right in your local area.
When it comes to, you know, the future, if you look at, because it's not just your business, right? There's other local businesses, furniture coming. Where do you see that?
Well, we're hoping that everybody comes together in this type of furniture waste diversion program.
Okay.
So other companies in the city, I'm going to be offering it to everybody. So it's basically when you sell a piece of furniture, you give them the information that they can go and register that piece of furniture.
I love that idea. Can I test this thing out?
You want to know?
I'm going to just give it a little.
Give it a jump on. If it breaks, we'll replace it for free.
Is Julie Finley still around? She could feed me some strawberries or something, right? Ken, tell them at home where they can find you.
Well, you can get Colonnade Road. We have location Kessel's Furniture or Updated Furniture.
There you go. Updated Furniture. You can find them on social media as well and check out their website. We'll be back to wrap things up right after this.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
Join us for the new season of Ottawa Storytellers, right here on Rogers TV.
Watch Podium exclusively on Rogers TV.
Welcome back to the show. Great to be back, by the way. And a big thanks. I want to say a big shout out to all of those wonderful hosts that filled in for me while I was on vacation with my daughter. Thank you so much to all of you. I really appreciate it. All our guests had such a fantastic time with you. All right, let's talk about a couple of things mentioned on the show today. Just a reminder, the recipes you saw today from Julie Finley, courtesy of foodlandontario.ca. You just look at TV recipes. You can find the recipes we talked about on the show and some of the previous recipes as well. A reminder, this Sweetly Affordable Art Fair coming up this Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Wesley Clover Parks, just a beautiful setting for it. I want to mention as well, they do have a partnership with the Ottawa, the food bank. So they're doing a fundraiser there for the food bank. So when you go in there, have a look around and try to find that to put in your donation. It is also dog friendly and kid friendly. It's free admission, free parking. So you just go and show up. And as Ross said, the artists just appreciate you being there, and just to raise awareness of the fact we have so many great local artists. 125 artists will be available at that. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time here on Daytime.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
Some of Canada's most interesting and accomplished people share their lives, careers, insights, and stories each week on Canada Files. I'm Valerie Pringle, and I'll be speaking with economist Mark Carney, actor Eugene Levy, author Louise Penny, and architect Moshe Safdie, among others. I hope you can join us.
Anyone can show up with a hammer and build something. It's really hard to build it properly. Sewage air